Hey Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to get into your general reading for technically May, but my videos are timeless, so when you see them, you see them. If it resonates, it doesn't matter what time frame that it is. But this is going to be for my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can also check Jupiter or anywhere else that you feel drawn to. Hope you guys are doing well with the eclipse. We're going to grab some messages here from this deck, Spirit Animal Oracle. That's the one I'm shuffling right now. And then I'm also going to go over quickly some of your messages that came through when I was trying to get into your energy. So my normal practice that I do when I am kind of like opening myself up and making sure I'm grounded and connected to spirit and all that stuff, usually I kind of go, like through the upper chakras. I go heart, throat, third eye, crown, and then, do my stuff from there. But I kept feeling this draw of like, I have to go down. Like, I felt like I needed to go into my lower chakras, and I felt like this overwhelming sense of wanting to put like my hands in dirt and like connect with the earth. I really felt like you guys needed maybe some grounding or something, because I wanted to go into the lower chakras. I just wanted to get as close to the earth as possible. And then I was also seeing, it sounds so like typical and kind of like cliche and corny, but like a cauldron, a literal like black cauldron, like bubbling and boiling over, and you were putting all these very specific like minuscule amounts of these different like materials in there. One of them was like feathers and something, and the other one was literally like teeth, and I was like, okay. But it reminds me of like Hocus Pocus. I love that movie. If you guys have seen it, if you haven't, go watch it because it's coming up clearly. But it was very like, it's very witchy-esque, which also reminds me of the earth, of course, and being connected to earthly elements and such. But there was this part of me that felt like there was a specific recipe that you had to follow to achieve something. I'm sorry about my speech. Mercury's killing me right now. You guys had to follow a very specific set of like rules. You had to follow a recipe, and the measurements had to be precise so you could get this exact thing that you were looking for. It just felt very calculated, step-by-step type of process, which is interesting. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a witchy thing, maybe it's something else, but you guys are trying to create something in your life, and it definitely seems as if connecting to the earth more than anything is going to be your way to do it, your way to achieve that. So go outside, put your feet in the dirt or your hands, or I don't know, do something that gets you outside with Mother Earth. Ooh, good Lord. All right, so we have Squirrel Spirit here, which is believe in yourself, and Rabbit Spirit so far, which I'll show you in a second. Now is a lucky time. I feel like there might be one more, so let's see if that's too many. Let's see if there's one more in there, and then if not, we're gonna move on. We shall move on. My cats are gonna be in the background making noises, just FYI. Okay, so that's it for that. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Hell yeah. And then we have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. So with these two here, both gives me very much connected to the earth vibes. And I feel like you're trying to put in that effort, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and creating this very specific formula, right? Following a recipe. And besides that, I get the sense that you feel as though you need to do that to create the results that you want. But it seems like Spirit is saying you don't. Like, that helps, but it's the believing oh my gosh, in yourself that is going to get you a majority of the way. So if there's anything that you're relying on, don't worry so much about the tiny little details, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but focus on the big picture of like your belief in yourself, the energy that you are, that you're taking in, or energy that you're putting out. It's about your energy and your intentions. And with manifesting, we have to really be connected to that emotion and connected to that energy to be able to bring more of it in, or to bring it in just like in general. So I really feel like this is what this is saying to me. It's almost as if Spirit's like, hey, putting your energy right now into this as a whole. Don't worry about the little details. Focus on the big picture, and we're going to be there to back you up. I love that, actually. So Just saying. And squirrel to me also, it's coming to me now, before I forget, resourcefulness. That's what's also coming to me. Again, because it's like, what do you do when you have a recipe and you're following a recipe? You have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but maybe you run out of something. You run out of, I don't know, a certain type of spice, or you run out of certain type of seasoning or something. You just gotta wing it. You just gotta do, you know, with whatever you have. Make do. Ooh, on the bottom of the deck too, time to let go. Groundhog. So your energy in your manifestations is going to be really important right now. If your energy is still connected to something else, you cannot bring in the new. If you are trying to grab something else and create something, no matter how many things you do, doesn't matter if you follow the recipe 100% correctly, if your energy is elsewhere, you can't bring in the new thing because your energy is preoccupied. And if you guys are trying to bring something in, what I like to do is create space in some sort of way in my current life. So that's why spring cleaning is really great anytime, but especially like during a new moon or something. Create space like that. It doesn't have to be one specific way, kind of like the recipe analogy. But ooh, I almost just knocked this thing over. Creating space somewhere, somehow in your life, even if it's just like energetically cleaning debris or whatever, you're creating more space. So I'm gonna stop there because I could go on forever. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. Let's see Spellcaster's Tarot. So let's see what's going on. Ooh, Eight of Swords. Guys, belief in yourself is so huge. You have to change the way that you believe in yourself and the way that you feel about yourself in order to cats are going crazy, in order to bring in the new. We have to align with that energy, and a lot of that is going to deal with letting go, with removing anything that's stuck or stagnant in our energy fields. All right, let's see, let's do another one. And we'll do another one. What time are we at? 7 minutes? Not bad. So y'all know that I talk so much. You don't have to say. Okay. Ready, Scorpio? What's your energy right now? Ace of Wands reverse, baby. Come on. Come on. So I'm getting this energy, I don't know, Three of Cups, I think, at the bottom. Or no, I'm sorry, Page of Cups at the bottom. Page of Cups, let me just cover this nudity. Page of Cups here doesn't always come across like this to me, but right now it is. I think you need to lean on your friends a little bit. And I think that it goes kind of against the mold, against the grain, and it's definitely different than how most Scorpios operate. But I'm getting the sense that you need like an oomph. You need someone to kind of hype you up a little bit, to give you that, like that fire under you to get you going a little bit. So don't feel ashamed if you have to like, or rather I think you should have to, up for debate, but if you feel so inclined to maybe ask your friends and be like, hey, what do you think that I'm really good at? What do you like about me? What do you love about me? What do I bring to our friendship that you value? Like, I feel like you guys need like a confidence energy type boost, especially with the cards that we had from the deck, which is like, believe in yourself, time to let go. So if you need your friends to kind of like move in there to help you align to get your manifestation rolling or get what you want kind of moving and off the ground, then so fucking be it. Who cares? I know, dark, broody, mysterious, silent, keeps to themselves, Scorpio. I know. All right, what's your issue? Eight of Wands. You're going too fast, and when you go too fast here you miss other things. So I think that you guys just kind of like skirt right past the point. The point is to build up your confidence and build up these things, like again, the recipe, right? All these little tiny things build up to a bigger picture. Hold on one second. You're being so loud. Okay, anyways, yeah, so the block here is that you're moving too fast, or you want to go really fast and you want to get to the end, you want to get to the result, get to the goal. It's kind of like you want to, for an example, lose weight, but you don't want to put in that work to change your diet. It's like, well, you know, call it spiritual maintenance, you know what I mean? It's an energy diet. You need to just kind of switch these things up a little bit. I think that you're well on your way, but some pieces almost need to be just like rearranged. Because if you're trying to move too fast, it's like you light the fire and it goes out. Trying to light a lighter or a match in the wind. It's like it's just gonna take it out and take it out and take it out every time. Okay, Page of Pentacles reversed with the Sun in reverse. So I feel like this is kind of where you guys were. And then also Four of Wands in reverse. What's going on? So Page of Pentacles here reversed, as well as the Sun reversed. And then Four of Wands reversed. You're being very loud. This energy to me makes me feel like you were unhappy with something that, like, I feel like, how do I describe this? I feel like I want to say that you were frustrated with the lack of knowledge on something, and it could be yours or someone else's, but I feel like you were frustrated like with yourself. Especially with the Four of Wands in reverse. In this deck, it is very romantic, but Four of Wands reverse for me is the sense of, you know, not a good foundation, or I'm feeling like this like lack of passion, or just like something is lacking with this commitment or foundation with the Four of Wands, because it's starting to build something. It's the beginning of building something that's stronger, bringing something together. Aries energy, so again, that fiery, passionate, motivated, and having the Sun in reverse with another fire card in reverse is like, where is that passion? Where is that like drive? Like, I just feel frustration and disappointment with this. More so frustration than anything. And Page of Pentacles is usually a card of learning maybe something new, or there's like a message of starting a new project, starting to aim towards a new goal. It's the talking stages of building something. So for those of you who are maybe, if this is about love, romance, something like that, this could very well be that you guys were in the talking stages with somebody right in the beginning, and like from the get-go you guys just weren't really feeling it, or you were kind of disappointed. Like, I feel like this is identifying right off the bat that someone maybe wasn't going to match you the way you needed, wasn't going to be like your counterpart, like to complement you. But this seems like, oh, like I'm super frustrated, like this person didn't kind of have what I was looking for on the outside, maybe, but you're like, where's the passion, where's the this, where's that, whichever it is for you. But yeah, it's the beginning stages and talking about something new, talking about an idea that you have. And when this turns up for me, it can kind of be like, let me go back to the drawing board. Anytime I see a page in reverse, it's let me go back to the drawing board. Let me start over. Let me reevaluate, because again, not a good foundation, and not a good foundation. Whatever this was, relationship, job, whatever, absolutely not. And so if you're trying to move into a better place that's not this energy, you need to believe in yourself, or you need to give it like that oomph of energy that I was talking about, so that way you can find the thing that you want. If you are still stuck on something going poorly, you can't manifest the new good thing, because they're two different energies, right? All right, future. Five of Swords reversed. Ooh, Knight of Cups. I do like that, actually. Ooh, and Judgment. Oh, hell yeah. And then you also have this Nine of Cups reverse, which I'm not going to take, but I am going to show you here. This, to me, as soon as I pulled it, I heard be practical. So I feel like instead of this very Piscean energy with this, which is like your wishes and your dreams, hopes, all those good watery things. Again, it's a genie, so wishes. Kind of like your deepest desires, like what do you want? It could be yours, right? Instead of looking at it from that watery perspective, I feel like what you're doing next, the energy you're trying to move into, is like, how can I be a little bit more practical? But you did have the Five of Swords reversed here. So Five of Swords, fives are usually conflict, changes. When they're in reverse, I often feel like you guys are moving out of that situation. Here, very specifically, I almost get the sense of, and maybe the terminology is not ideal, but of you like backing down. It's more of, let me evaluate what's more important. And it's not a giving up. It's a, let me just surrender to this. Let me just kind of back down and, you know, not fight a battle that I either can't win or that would be too difficult. Like, if you've deemed it difficult AF, you don't have to do it. You know what I mean? It's just, again, being practical in that way. That's kind of the energy that I feel here. And Knight of Cups is, it could be about friendship. It could be about new beginnings in terms of any sort of relationship, platonic, romantic, whatnot in your life. But it's usually new people coming in for me. It can be a renewed sense of spirituality sometimes, but I just don't really feel that here. I feel like what you're doing is, and this is more just intuitively, I feel like what you guys are doing is embracing the unknown and embracing the wild parts of life. Like, again, you're not trying to, we're trying to move you from that little bit of this, little bit of that, follow the recipe mindset to a, let me just wing it. Let me just use what I have. Let me just XYZ. Because you're coming from a place where you weren't thriving, clearly. Sun in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. Not a lot of stability going on there. And here, this is like, let me just surrender to the unpredictable chaos that is life and go way more with the flow. Way more. And then the last card that we have was Judgment, which I do kind of want to clarify here because this is in the future. Judgment is like a renewal. It's a new beginning. It's getting a second chance at something. So we have 9 of Wands reversed, 7 of Cups reversed for Judgment here. Oh, I kind of feel the sense of you guys having like a change of heart. I wonder if for some of you this is love. I really do wonder if some of this is love related. That 9 of Wands in reverse is like, I don't really want to persevere, you know, I don't want to push through on this. It's more of that surrender like I was talking about. Because where'd that card go? Yeah, look at that. And then you have Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Swords reverse. I don't remember if I showed you these or not. 9 of Wands reverse. So I just get the sense that this Judgment card, it's like I'm getting another shot. This time around, what comes next, you are not going to be putting your efforts into certain things. I think that usually 9 of Wands is perseverance. Very determined. When this is in reverse, for me, it's kind of like letting things take their course. Like, I just feel like a sense of like like I'm just tired. Maybe tired of like fighting or tired of solving issues, problem solving of some kind. You're just tired of kind of being on all the time. Following that, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups can be emotional confusion. But sometimes it's like exploring the options that you have. It's like I have a lot in front of me. Which one is going to be the one? So I feel like if this is love related for some of you, you're like, I'm really tired of kind of like dating and picking through. And again, in the talking phases, right? Like I was saying originally, if this is romantic or love, these talking phases aren't going well. They're not going well. And for a lot of you, that makes so much more sense. That makes so much more sense. Oh my God, I'm having the epiphany with you because I'm like, oh my God, the channel messages and now like all of this is coming together. A lot of you, this is love, and that recipe is like, I want a little bit of this, a little bit of humor, a little bit of, you know, anticipates my needs, a little bit of, shares the same music taste, like can support me in this type of way. Like you're like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's this recipe, and that makes sense why Spirit's like focus on the bigger picture. How do you want to feel? Because if you believe in yourself, oh my God, I'm having the epiphany with you. Holy crap. Because if you guys believe in yourself and you value yourself, you attract a partner that values you because you're already doing it. So you're showing the world, or you're showing them how to do that in turn. Oh my God, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm obsessed. So now this renewal here with the Judgment card is you're like, instead of going from these failed talking stages and these failed maybe kind of sort of shoulda, coulda, would be relationships, you're going more into how can I change this? How can I focus on the bigger picture? Because you're tired of sifting through people and sifting through options. For some of you, if this isn't love, you're tired of sifting through job options. You're tired of sifting through people. Are they lying to me? Are they not? Can I trust these people? I feel like we live in a world where everyone does have to be on and has to be kind of like alert, and there's always maybe like an issue, something to do, a bill to pay, whatever. So I feel like you're like, I want things to be easy for once. And all these failed talking stages or failed kind of projects not coming to fruition. You're like, sick and tired of it. So this, for me, that started this whole thing. This is, I'm done exploring options. Like, I don't want to explore options anymore. I don't want to do that. Instead, you guys are like, I just kind of want my knight in shining armor on his, what looks to be squirrel, to show up, and, or knight or woman, what's the womanly version of a knight? I don't know. But this to me is like, where's the practicality? Like I said with the other card, practicality. Where is it? Where is my practicality? 10 of Wands reverse. Oh, a lot of you, this is love, and I really feel like you guys are like, I need a person who's gonna kind of be the stable one for me, because I've always been that way for myself. I get the sense that you guys have always been just very independent, very much, like I said, on all the time. And that sense can come from trauma, or from just all sorts of different things, from our past, from childhood, what have you, just bad situations we've got ourselves in. And it's always a sense of like, you need someone else to kind of come in and be you, like, because the way that you've been to other people, you haven't received that in return, so you're looking for that. And with Scorpio energy, you want that deep, vulnerable, like, emotional intimacy. You want intimacy with a person. And these very superficial, you know, surface level shenanigans going on here, it's not good enough for you guys. It's not enough. And I feel like there's a sense of like hunger and craving for, you know, deep human connection from one soul to another from you guys. 10 of Wands too in reverse. It's like you got to put something down, and you're like, I kind of want a person who can come in and help me, basically. A person who can come in and say, you know, don't worry, I can do that for you. Don't worry, let me help you. Let me take something off your plate so it's a little bit easier for you. Like, you want a partner. That's what it is. You want a partner. Yeah, and look at that, Justice. Definitely coming in. They could be a Libra with that card here, but this is, you know, it's divine timing. And it is, I definitely think Spirit's kind of like in the works, shifting some of these things for you. Because in this deck specifically, she holds a pomegranate here, and that pomegranate is owed to the High Priestess. So it's kind of like divine timing coming in. It's cause and effect, again, with your energy, right? You put your energy out there, you're attracting that same thing to you. So that just kind of gives over to the High Priestess card, which is like this sacred knowledge, and it's working with spirit. It's recognizing that your intuition and your power and all these wonderful things about you make a difference, right? So as you put that out in the world, you get that back. And I think with you guys here, clearly starting on a new foot, now is a lucky time, like the cards say. Believe in yourself, all that good stuff, good mushy gushy stuff. I think you guys are well on your way to something beautiful, because that's what you need. You need someone to be like a real partner for you. And the last card I'll take here is 3 of Cups, which is wonderful. Camaraderie, it's celebration, it's whether it's platonic or otherwise, it doesn't matter, but it's connecting with others, that emotional intimacy. So if you cannot get it from a romantic partner right now, I think creating that energy or a version of it with this 3 of Cups with your friends, with whoever's kind of in your close circle, I think kind of like sets that standard to say like how I feel when I'm with my friends, and I'm open and I'm vulnerable and I'm supported and XYZ and blah blah blah. That is giving the universe an example of what you're looking for. It's putting that out into the world, and it'll come back to you threefold, I promise. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope it made sense. I hope we had fun going on this adventure together. I love that we went on like the same road, had an epiphany. Like, I'm having the epiphany giving the reading. I love it. But I hope this made sense for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, if you had a good time, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me get my video out to other people who need to hear the message. And of course, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can get notified of all my upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.